A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts. So, he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusions. By thoughts, I mean specifically chatter in the skull, perpetual and compulsive repetition of words, of reckoning and calculating. I'm not saying that thinking is bad. Like everything else, it's useful in moderation. A good servant, but a bad master. And all so-called civilized peoples have increasingly become crazy and self-destructive because through excessive thinking they have lost touch with reality. That's to say, we confuse science with the real world.
This is the beginning of meditation.
Most of us would have rather money than tangible wealth, and a great occasion is somehow spoiled for us unless photographed. And to read about it the next day in the newspaper is oddly more fun for us than the original event. This is a disaster. For as a result of confusing the real world of nature with mere science, we are destroying nature. We are so tied up in our minds that we've lost our senses. Time to wake up. What is reality? Obviously, no one can say because it isn't words. It isn't material, that's just an idea. Reality is...
This is going to be the most controversial thing you've ever heard. It's going to upset a lot of people and it's going to invalidate a lot of people. And you're going to be the first person to hear this from me because this is what I've realized. I don't think anybody has ever said any of this. Listen to this. I have an occult library of over 3,000 books that's in my university. I've been reading those books. Now, this is what I've learned. I now know this. This isn't my truth. This is the truth. You can treat it however you want. But the whole terminology of all of these deities that existed, whether they did or they didn't, it is a fictitious hierarchy that thought and belief give energy to. The elite have created their own religion and their own deities that are symbolic to what they worship. So when you hear Baal, all of these demonic essences, Satan, like Satan isn't a real person, it's a collective. It's basically a consciousness. It's like an idea behind something that they label it as Satan. So think about this. All these deities, the Baphomet, Baal, they're all metaphysical of some form of an idol or a totem that belongs to the collective of Satan. So they created this element to worship, a fictitious religion that they created because thought is everything. So they pour energy into this thought to manifest it. And by manifesting it makes it somewhat real in the ethereal. So that's why you can get hit by energy or entities, because it's the same thing as the apple trick. When you put your hands out and you say apple, apple, apple into your left hand and you imagine an apple forming, what happens? You feel something materializing in your hand. So if you can get a collective individuals to have a belief in something, what does that do? It brings an element of it to life. So it's the same concept as a religion. This is why religions are all metaphysical. They're all based off of astrology and anatomy. They're not based off of real people. But the thing is, we can kind of make the concepts real through the ethereal. So we're giving homage to religions. So just how the elite created a religion and system matrices to make them stronger, because thought and belief through worship, through acts of whatever, it's all energy. So they created a religion to imbue them with power. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with Jesus and all these other different religions. They're system matrices to follow to imbue you with power. And that's the biggest, broadest perspective that I've figured out. So this whole thing is you can set up your own system matrices to be the best version of you, and as long as you follow those laws, that's where your resonance will be. This is why life can happen for you and you can manifest things. But the thing is, you'll notice that the most successful people that exist, they're not religious. They're not religious at all. You might find celebrities that are Christian, but you won't find a lot of wealthy billionaires that go to church, that are all about the religions. They understand what it is. It's like someone worshiping a saint statue. Yes, there's a lot of truths of concepts that are in the Bible. Like, we should not worship false idols. And the thing is, if you can worship yourself and love yourself, you can love others. That's the first thing you learn. It's the same thing when you get in a relationship with someone. You have to learn how to love yourself before you can love the person that you're in a relationship with. And that's how it works. So that's the thing is, yeah, I should worship myself, my temple, and worship my state of mind into a blissful state so I radiate love and I'm virtuous and I radiate that frequency so I'm able to lead the pathway and people will be influenced by my virtuousness. And the sacred oil is just the Christos oil. It's just the functions, the autonomic functions of the body through retention. So you can imbue things with energy. So they know this. And this is what the government tells us. The government says that we manifest our reality. That's why when you worship Jesus, Jesus comes to you. That's why all of these different religions, it's like, oh, Allah visited me. Oh, Shiva visited me. Oh, Buddha visited me. Oh, Jesus Christ visited me. But he was white. Oh, but was he white? Was his name Jesus? Was his name Yeshua? You got to understand, you're creating that.
Do you?
Doesn't matter what I believe.
You don't, do you?
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Are you sure this line is clean?
Yeah, of course I do.
I better go.
Streets, neon lights and neon dreams, bloody fists, they feel no pain when there's so much more to gain. Hunting season, if you will, tell me where'd you rather be? I can hardly see the moon. Hope will give
so sure it was real.
Trying so hard to release you out of the misery. Hold on to your wishes if you can't hold on to me. Forgive me for letting you down.
It's going into replication.
Forgive me for letting you down again. I guess I'm not strong enough.
Tank would need to need a simple solution.
Got a fibrillation.
APOC, location. Targeting almost there.
It's going into arrest.
I got him. Now, Tank, now.
They will finally feel the flames, flames that run down through my veins.
Grand rising, my friends. It's a grand awakening Wednesday with my boy, Austin Top, the Melodome. What's up, man?
What up? What up? What up?
Man, it's
Another
another
day.
glorious week, man. Another glorious week. Boy, man. You know I'm a bit tired, boy. We exhausted a bit of energy last night. Let me tell you, laddies. Let me tell you, it's quite a conversation for the ages. You should check it out on the members section of the Melodome video. So become a member. Check it out. Get deep.
Yeah, it
We
was a
go hard.
good little back and forth for a while. It was a good time.
Exactly, man. Yeah, exactly. And it is fighting. Yeah, I mean, y'all can look at it as fighting. I don't mind. We men. We gonna fight. We're gonna forge ourselves in,
We're just sharpening each
battle.
other's blades,
That's
dog. That's
right.
all it is.
That's right. Because if we can handle each other's strength, we can take on the weaker, more feeble-fingered individuals out there in the real world, or whatever the real world is.
And we embrace differences too.
Absolutely.
We need to have these kind of conversations,
That's
We're not
right.
trying to be in echo chambers, and we need to embrace them differences,
No,
learn from each other.
we will ourselves out of echo chambers, actually, forcefully, violently, with no hesitation. So welcome to another FMX early morning radio show, Hump Day, because y'all know that's how we do it. We keep the energy high, and we help keep each other's thoughts focused and vibrating as high as currently possible. Pushing out those intrusive thoughts and just doing what we do.
Bro, did you see the moon this morning? Have you been outside yet?
Nah, bro. I literally woke up like an hour ago. I usually wake up at 5.
Fucking huge, bro. It was huge. It was
I
massive.
believe it. I believe it. Yes.
Oh,
Man. So did you check that video at the beginning
mhm.
by my man Conscious Awakening? I forget
Yeah,
his real
I
name.
listened to it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. He be saying shit that even rubs me wrong at times. 'Cause you know like how I be rubbing y'all wrong. he be saying some shit that I don't be liking. That sounds
Well,
border.
I agree with that. What he was saying right there, 100%, man.
Yeah, say yes, even though I admit that there was parts in there that makes me feel weird. Like I don't like the words worship myself. But when the way he puts it, it's not, with evil.
What are you talking about when he's
Yeah, because he breaks things like down, like further than I do. He's got a cult library books that I don't even scratch the surface of yet, and and he's saying how breaking things down to the body, and the divine fluids in us, and the secretions, and the movements, and the flows, and whatnot, and he really breaks it down. Your temple, your head of your temple, and worshiping there to res yourself high enough to where you're always just pushing out love frequency, basically. That this is the type of shit that a possible path for us to take, for I don't know what term you want to do it without making it sound freaky or masonic-y and shit, because it does in a way. And I think it kind of
I
coincides with
don't
each
think it
other.
has to be freaky. It's just those people turn it into freakiness.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
just
that's
how
what I
this
was
world
going with it.
works. They
Facts.
know it. They kept
That's
it from us, and then they might have inverted it, perverted it. They got this big old ego. Look what they've been doing for hundreds of years. You know what I mean? Like they think they got it all. Got it all figured
exactly.
out.
Exactly.
So then it turned into some weird ass orgies because they all, I don't know what the fuck wrong with them people, but
Well, I mean, no, he said it. Well, it is something wrong with it, but it's all energy. No matter what you're doing at all times, and he articulates it even better than I can at the time, because wherever your state of mind is, you're help co-creating reality. No matter, and then your belief and disbelief in it literally helps toe that line, because God made no limits here, other than what the ones we dictate that should be, because God is unlimited. But we are viewing through this third dimension through the finite lenses of limitations and lines and borders, and therefore it echoes because we believe in such things. If we didn't believe in it, it could not and would not exist. And that's where he was going with it, on a really molecular and conscious level. It's just going to take some creative thinking and open-mindedness, and some tinkering, some maybe even practicing a little bit of a strangeness, not evil practitioners now. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anybody go get their own satanic Bibles and shit and start asking for help from that side. No, 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 no. Don't do that.
Why can't we just like they were, he was all like listing off all these entities, these
Mhm.
idols. Like I'm not really into worshiping any of them. Why couldn't we just
Well,
use
that's
our
what.
ancestors?
Well, that's what he says.
Like that's what I'm about. Where I came from, and using that to help me forward.
Well, that's what.
Instead of these other things, or even myself, my energy. And why does it have to be this external
No,
source?
no, no, no. I think you're missing what he's saying. That is what he's saying. You're even if you it's the belief. It's kind of what I was talking last night that I
Yeah,
wasn't
but they're still going
articulating
to a
as well.
symbol and like
It
some.
it doesn't matter
It
because
turns into something.
that symbol is part of their inner consciousness. It's something that they're using, regardless if it's an exterior conscious or subconscious. It's them
Right, it
using
works
it.
for them.
Yeah, exactly. So and then so it's and it can be. It can be the way you just said it, or it can be an alternative. And these few evil collective people have chosen a certain storyline that that where they use fear as a tool where that energy comes back to them. And they fed majority of the realm this storyline, and it's like space and so many other storylines was adopted and therefore helped co-manifest it even further, solidifying its existence. But because of how fluid reality actually is, at any point we can literally untangibind it. I just made that word up, but but kind of disconnect it, as it were, and realign it to something that more benefits us. See, my man CJ in here said it twice. He said there's no such thing as energy. I totally disagree, but to each his own. You literally can live in a realm, a world, a reality, a timeline, whatever, your tunnel version where energy doesn't exist. That's totally up to you. It is your thing. And you are not wrong for it, nor are you right for it. That's the great thing. You determine. And it sounds chaotic because it is. But it's only chaotic to us because we don't have the immortal mind of God to see all the chess pieces moving around and orders that doesn't make sense to us right now.
I do know that there is an awakening happening, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I choose
People
to be a
waking
part
up.
of it. And I choose to be aware of it.
Speaking of people waking up, bro. Well, first, let me shout out the chat. Shit. Totally forgot to do that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, chat. We just kind of hit the ground running.
What's up, JM? We got CJ Hippie Shake. I almost shouted myself out. I'm
Mellow.
the Mellow Guru. What's up, brother? Wes FE. Andrew B. What's up, bro? Benny Boy. GR Taper. What's up? What's up, Stephanie? I think GR Taper is Taper Bodies. I could be wrong, though. He just changed his name. OTW News. What's up, bro? How you doing? Chainsaw Cat. Much love. Etheric Bliss. Robert Page. Nate Montgomery. What's up, bro? Who else we got here? Over here on the Rock Fin, I got Cody, Dave S, Benny Boy over there as well. Are we streaming anywhere else?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Of course, the Twitch, the Kick, and I'm not sure if Rumble's working. Man, I'm
Rumble
sorry.
is not working for me.
Yeah,
I've
probably.
not been over there since I set up the channel. And
I keep forgetting. Every day, man. Like I say, it's not enough hours in a day. That sun be moving, boys, moving. The January is almost over. We just started 2024 on this satanic solar calendar of Julius Caesar or whatever. So it is what it is.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say, like this awakening. All right, so back to I told you about the other day. So you got Hollywood snitching on Hollywood right now, and
Love it.
first of all, I just want to say there's this show called Kill Tony. I don't know how many of you check it out, but it's stand-up comedy, and with Kill Tony, there'll be there's a comedian named Tony Hinchcliffe where he has people come up on stage and they get 1 minute improv routine, right? So it's a couple hours of people doing 1 minute stand-up routines. And when I'm watching that, dude, I want to say 90% of them comedians are awake to a lot of shit, just by the jokes they're telling and just everything going on. And Kill Tony's based out of Texas, so most of them people are pretty based, you know. And I got an echo on my voice. My, hey, it's gone. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Nah, we're good. So anyways, Cat Williams, he's talking about all these other comedians, the Illuminati, things like that. And there was this video of Dave Chappelle came out. He was on stage ranting with a couple other comedians. He was clowning Cat Williams, and the other two comedians, I don't know who they were, but they were defending Cat up on stage. And Dave Chappelle's like, man, I'm fighting the Illuminati too, but no one gives a shit about Cedric the Entertainer. He's like, come on now. And when I heard him say that, I'm like, damn, he fighting the Illuminati too. There's just a part of me that was thinking, okay, so there's this, because there's us, a lot of us call ourselves truthers, right? There's also another group where they call themselves comedians,
true
and
seekers.
they're waking up. True seekers, whatever you want to call. I don't even call myself a truther, but you know,
right.
It's in here. But and then there's comedians. There's also who are awake, and there's probably another group of people who are also like, I feel like that's happening everywhere. You know what I mean? There is this awakening happening. People are knowing that there has been lies fed to us, that there's like this whole ascension goal that's been kept from us, all of these things. And it's just cool to witness. You know, it's kind of wild how it's more in the front than it is, you know.
That's right. When you sell your soul to the Illuminati, you get a weird faced white wife with some weird faced kids. Oh,
bro, I
man.
always thought Steve Harvey's hair was a fucking wig. I always thought that. There's no way that hairline.
I'm not gonna say I ever thought about it, because I just don't think about other men's hair when I'm looking at it.
When you
But
seen his,
when I look back now,
shit on?
oh no, when I look back now, yeah, I totally like, son of a bitch, like, how did I miss that? I'm like, yeah, it's like too perfect. Of course it was fake. I'm like, no one's hair grows like that.
No, it's so
I'm
weird,
like,
dog.
yeah, it's like perfect. I'm like, yeah, that's like, that's not a thing.
It's like he has one of those template sheets he just puts up over his face and
yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's duh. Obviously, it's it's like, yeah, it's not a thing. And then you look at older Steve Harvey when he's growing up. Yeah, he had a regular hair, like a human hairline where it curves and shit at widow's peak.
It's hilarious, dude. Are you not entertained, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah,
There's so much bullshit and craziness going on. Shout out to Rico. He says, dude, people are waking up in droves. So many flat earthers at Nissan now. That's awesome, man. It's probably because of you, right? I'm sure it's because of Rico fighting with his coworkers. Yeah, man. Same at my job. There's a lot of people waking up. Shit. A couple of them come on the show. So, I mean, at work, there's like a group of us guys who, making plans to go to there's a shooting range out here. And that's what we're talking about. All the fucked up shit in the world. So people are waking up. It's happening, and they're just all on their own journey, on their own path. Some of them don't know about flat earth yet, or don't know about it, but it's all right. In their own time.
Their own time. And so, we got to also accept some people will never come to it. Just
That's
like,
right.
that I know Christians don't like to hear it, but there's people who will live and die never hearing the name Jesus. And that hurts people's feelings when I say that. But the reverse is the same too. There's going to be people die who's never heard of
Flat Earth.
Yeah, flat Earth, or any other religion. That's just too much information out there. And
have you heard of my Lord and Savior, Flat Earth? You go knock on doors.
I mean, but who does it? I mean, I've caught myself over the years since FE, when the rare times I get a couple of Jehovah's Witnesses, and if I'm in have the energy for it,
bro, I will
sit there and talk to them. I'm like, how deep are you down this rabbit hole? And everything, because that's all religion is. I'm like, if you deep far enough for someone to convince you to go up to a stranger's house and talk to them about some shit that you don't even know that well about, because I question your own when the Mormons come by or when the Jehovah's Witnesses come by, I know more about their own religion than John Smith and their history than they do. It's crazy.
I shared this meme the other day where it was like these Jehovah Witnesses knocking on the door, and there's the guy answers with his shirt off, and he's like, me talking to Jehovah Witnesses for 3.5 hours on the porch, and it says, y'all motherfuckers know you can't have gas pressure next to a vacuum without a solid barrier, right? Like, y'all want to talk about the creator? What do you know?
Trade
still
pamphlets.
spinning on
You
a
take,
ball, dog.
go on. You give them a
Exchanging
flat
pamphlets,
Dave Weiss
bro.
flat. Here, check out the Sun Moon Zodiac by this flat Earth Jew. Trust me, he knows what he's talking about. He's a good one.
Yeah, he's one of the good ones. Shit's hilarious. But yeah, they choose to stay in the matrix of indoctrination and mainstream thinking.
Everybody stretch out too. Don't forget to stretch out in the morning, people. Drink water. Take your deuce and stretch out, man. It's good for your blood. It's good for your nerves.
I'm on day 4 of the microdose.
Nice. Damn. Is that microdosing anymore? It sounds like a full dose at 4 day. Shout out to the chat again. We appreciate y'all being here. I hope y'all have a fantastic day today. So we start up nice and early. Shout out to all the across the pond crew, Alex and Anton and anybody else. Lev, haven't seen my boy Lev in a while. Shout out to the people across the pond.
Coffee goes in his veins before anything. Yeah, you see, have you seen Japan's new rovers? Supposedly they landed on the moon, which is comical. It was like India landing on the moon, all the same like shitty graphics, but with like a Hello Kitty theme because it was
nothing's
Japan.
Gonna be funnier than the Indian moon memes. Those are the best.
But listen, they got 2 rovers now, Japan, where one literally hops around like a frog. And then they have another one that's like a ball, like you would see in Star Wars. And it's like a little ball that rolls around on the sand. And I guess it's going to roll over dunes. And
like you tell me
craters.
the Star Wars little drone ball thing.
Right. Yeah, they have all that now.
Does it at least have a little head on it so it could talk to the astronauts?
It can actually like morph its shape to get over objects.
Oh, it's a transformer.
Like it can, like it opens up and can.
Oh, like the old
climb
RC toys we used to get back in the 90s.
It looks like an RC
where
toy.
the wheels would open up and you can get over rocks.
Bro,
hey,
actually,
I had that toy.
They hired a toy maker to make these. So they're literally toys.
Their engineers are just way too busy, doing space stuff to make, wheels that open up from the 90s and go over things. So, leave that to Mattel. They got that. And Bandai and all those.
Did they say they landed on the dark side of the moon? I don't know.
China, yeah, I know the first time. I mean, I'm assuming they must have went back again because China said, the first time they landed on the dark side. Of course, how convenient! How convenient! All of our great telescopes that can zoom into the moon, like see a pubic hair on the sand. Nope, it's on the other side. Can't do that right now. It's it's always so convenient how we can
what
never
a joke, dude.
See anything that they're claiming that's there. It's just convenient, really. It's not conspiracy. It's just all about conveniency here, like a 7-Eleven. Always have the stuff you need, the right excuse for you on the go.
Artemis, weren't they planning on landing on the South Pole? I think it's the South Pole, which is just so silly. Yeah, we're gonna go to the South Pole to get some water fragments, evidence of water life on this ball. I seen this picture from a textbook, an old textbook, and it was showing how like the moon could have been formed, and it was showing like this Earth like stretching, and like how like when you see in a lava lamp and you see the 2 globs separating, that's what the depiction, like this meme on the page, looked like. And it just globbed a piece off the Earth, and that's how we got the moon. They just just a booger size thing just came off the Earth 1 million millennial year ago, whatever. And here we are. It's an anomaly.
Hey, They're the original story writers, right? They understood the rules to this realm. You feed someone a storyline with little to no evidence of it, and it only takes belief to manifest a whole reality for a whole person. But these are the rules of the game. If God didn't want it to be this way, it wouldn't be this way. And it doesn't have to be a scary thing. It could just be an ongoing thing. And now it's our turn to benefit from it. The assholes have had their turn, and they're obviously imploding and eating themselves like a snake now. So it's quite fun to watch. And
All
how lucky
snitching
are
on
we?
each other.
Man, this is great. This is great. No, Puff Daddy F me in the ass. No, well, he F me in the ass first. Oh, it was Clyde Davis. And he did it first. Oh, back when I was a boy. Yeah, it all goes back. I'm like, yeah, we know. You're all sick and twisted. Sorry. You all got to go into the fire with all of you. You will burn in hell when I'm through with you. As my boy Omar Brown would say. I got a video for it. This is my little long video, but I just found it this morning. And these are the type of things that I've been meaning I will start being more consistent with, because I want to show off kind of what I've trained my social media algorithm to feed me back, because I literally am telling it what I want to see, not by like speaking to the damn thing, like commanding it, by my clicks, my views, my retention rate on the things I choose to watch over X amount of time now on my various sites. I get a pretty nice palette of different individuals and awesome videos to watch. So I want, like, between my editing, and I usually have one of these in the background. I'm just gonna press the live button and kind of show y'all, so y'all can see what I see when I'm seeing it, and we could be like, "Yo, that shit's crazy" together, and it'd be fun. But yeah, this is one of the videos. Let me grab it for y'all. To FMX Radio. Thanks again, chat, for being here. It's 7:34 in the AM on a Woden's Day, last Wednesday of the January. The January.
Damn, dude, this month went by fast.
Flying. But watch, we're gonna blink, the year's gonna be over. So enjoy the ride, people. It doesn't last long. Where is it? There it is.
I got a video at.
All right.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Anyone with a top hat is a Mason. Well, at least when it comes to the early 1900s. I don't trust any of these people with top hats. But what is a top hat, and why was every single person during this era wearing the same exact outfit? It's something we never really questioned, but when you look into many of these old photos, everyone is wearing the same thing, especially all of these corporate hats, robber barons. They wouldn't leave their house without a top hat. But what is the top hat, and when did this all begin? When it comes to top hats, we're typically speaking of a high hat, cylinder hat, or topper, which is traditionally associated with formal wear in the West that came to rise during the end of the 18th century. On December 1st, 1941, the United States Public Health Service banned the use of mercury in the felt industry. We can trace the felt hat industry back to mid-17th century France, and it most likely was introduced into England around 1830. Since its beginning, mercury was used in the process of the creation of these hats. At first, turkey camel hair was used for the felt material, and it was discovered that the process would be sped up if the fibers were moistened with camel urine. It is said that in France, the workmen would use their own urine to make these hats.
What the
One
hell?
workman's urine worked the best for these felt hats, and everyone was so curious as to why this man's pee was so good at making felt hats. Well, this is the story that they tell us, that this worker had been treated for syphilis, and back in the day, they would just shoot up mercury to heal it, I guess, so that's how they tell the story. And this guy had mercury in his system. He was pissing on the fiber so that it would make better felt. And because the mercury was in his urine, they realized that it was the mercury that was responsible for creating these superior felt hats. This is the supposed reason that they started putting mercury in hats? For more quality hats?
What?
Well, that seems awfully strange because they were well aware of the effects of mercury poisoning, as they've been using it for medicine and alchemy for thousands of years. But the thing is, mercury poisoning would cause dementia and Mad Hatter disease, which could be characterized as delirium. hallucinations, and
Mad
even
Hatter disease,
suicidal
huh?
tendencies. With severe cases,
Mad
this would produce
Hatter.
tremors throughout different parts of the body, including the mouth and tongue, making it difficult to speak properly. Those are in overexposure cases, but with just the right amount, these effects can be more mild and last for years without anyone noticing, producing effects such as fatigue, loss of memory, vivid dreams, and depression. So, what is Mad Hatter disease? Exposure to mercury, even low levels for periods of time, can cause health problems in humans. Prolonged exposure can lead to chronic mercury poisoning. This may be called Mad Hatter disease or Mad Hatter syndrome. Mad Hatter disease causes severe neurological effects known as erethism. It can lead to symptoms like headaches, behavioral changes, and weakness. Then, during the 18th to 20th centuries, hat makers would use mercuric nitrate to stiffen felt for these hats. These hats would produce vapors in which those who wore them would not only absorb via their scalp, but would inhale in poorly ventilated areas. Over time, these hatters began having symptoms, including psychosis, excitability, and tremors throughout the body. It was so common
That's why
that
they
this
eat
is literally
babies.
where the phrase "mad as a hatter" comes from.
What's
That's
that, bro?
pretty
Sorry.
interesting.
It's just crazy, right? I
Yeah,
didn't even
bro.
watch the whole thing. I started. I'm like, yeah, I gotta save this.
Send that to me, will you?
Yeah, if y'all don't know my man, Unveiled Minds, he's been around for a long time, YouTube
Yeah, he
channel
has.
and Facebook, and he's just, he's always coming out with the gravy, and I love the way they put things together. They're very inspiring, and and it's awesome.
So that's why they're all crazy today. That's why.
It makes sense, right? Like that, yeah. That's why I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, freaking minded man.
There was something else to Mercury too, wasn't there? Like,
Well, red mercury can't be seen
that's what
supposedly
it
in a
was.
mirror, and you can move it with magnets. And yeah, I have a
It
video on
repels from,
yeah, magnets,
I heard, even garlic,
and yeah, supposedly garlic, but
supposedly, right?
well, the reason for that is just, supposedly the garlic and that magnet is on the same frequency. So it's just still magnetism. It's just garlic happens to resonate against the polar opposite of the red mercury for whatever reason. I was like, oh, okay. Well, nature. There's all types of opposing materials in nature. Even the clothes we wear, there's supposed to be specific clothes that we wear and don't wear, and
Yeah,
even
there's
not
even
mixed
scriptures that
together.
talk about that,
Yeah, I was
right?
just
There's
going to bring
scriptures
that up.
that say,
Bill, what is it, Bill? I know you know it.
is he here?
I don't know. I just assume he's not here
No,
now.
but there
He'll
is.
hear me
There's
later.
certain fabrics that
Yeah, I think it wool
benefits us.
and polyester or some shit, or cotton wool, something like you
Something
can't
to
mix them.
that,
Like
bro.
like some cancel each other out, and then there's some like really fuck your your shit up as far as your what's it called, like your chakra, your magnetic field, your aura, whatever. Like it kind of deletes your own energy, and then there's certain ones that amplify your wool and linen. Thanks, Ashley. Yeah, don't mix wool and linen. Those cancel each other out. But then, like, if you put on like all cotton, it's supposed to like supercharge you. And in different colors, then you take it the next step and you wear different colors, either all solids or certain colors mixed together. It's just crazy, man. There's a lot of things that we could do if we put our attention and our mind to and intentionally wear and say things for a certain intent, and you do it for a long period of time, and you start achieving and manifesting things that were considered magic, a few decades ago, to the same individual who starts to practice them. Here,
Yeah.
we'll keep going with this a little bit.
Think about the long-lasting effects this would have.
Oh, sorry. What
No,
you say?
I'm just reading the chat. Cody over in Rockfin says wool and Lennon both vibrate at 5K, but on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, those are the ones that cancel each other out. Thank you for that, sir. Yeah,
I
I
sent you
vaguely
a
remember
video
a lot
too.
of it. Oh, sweet. Yeah, we'll check it out. Fuck yeah. Yeah, we need to be conscious of this, y'all. And again, we'll start trying it out. Start writing down the days you wear certain things for how long. How did it make you feel?
And
And
think about all the shirts, all the a lot of the shit that they sell now. It's like
polyesters.
garbage
Yeah,
fabric. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, and that's why even
You hear
the
about
fabric in your bed sheets is so important for a lot of people. Like, dude, it's even a grounding process, right?
Yeah,
Like
there's some
you,
people I'm gonna say there's some people who literally take a copper wire with a bed sheet that's got laced with like copper fibers in there, and they string it all the way to outside. So when
yeah,
they're asleep,
yeah.
they're still grounding themselves out and recharging themselves
I'm procrastinating on
simultaneously.
that, dude. Me and Kaylee, we were gonna get some. We're not on the bottom floor though. We'd have to like have it going out the window down to the
And
ground or some shit.
nobody see a little wire going down.
Man, come on. There's a dude charging their electric
Yeah,
car and
and
got
then
the extension cord going up the stairs, bro.
and then there's a lady got bodies in the attic, so it'd be fine.
Yeah. Fucking crackhead, motherfucker.
especially if the populace were not aware and it was promoted as the new fashion. I mean, everyone was wearing these back in the day. You were a nobody if you didn't have one. So was there a purpose behind this? We all know of the crazy Mad Hatter from Alice.
I just want to say, back in my other reincarnations of myself, I had the biggest hat there ever was. Like, it was like 6 foot tall. I was walking around like a giant. It was great.
In Wonderland, but why does he act so crazy? During Lewis Carroll's time, mercury was being used in the process of creating top hats, and the Hatter is complete with all the characteristics of the disease: erratic, flamboyant, and silly behavior, along with mood swings being the most obvious symptoms of mercury poisoning. Why would Lewis Carroll add this top hat reference? Is there a deeper truth to this Mad Hatter character? Which, interestingly, in the newer films is presented more like a clown with red hair or some type of demon, Nephilim, which is also interesting because people claim to be visited by spirits of a similar nature. They call them Mad Hatter demons. They are demonic entities that have white faces and wear the top hat. You can find these symbols all over the place, even in games. But where does this phenomenon originate? It's obviously a huge part of our psyche, but why? They're just top hats. Is it more than just a fashion statement? Or does it possibly represent a much darker truth?
Where they put their dope too.
The Lewis character may have been one of the earliest characters of Mad Hatter, but there are references from the 17th.
Yeah, they told the hat, "Hold on, my good sirs. It is time to hit the Masonic bowl. Please bring out Baal Bolgulfer. Put in the devil's lettuce. We must talk about the satanic doings of the magistrate today and how we'll trick everybody into becoming gay frogs." I don't know what these weirdos talk about. I'm sure it's something like that.
19th century, in which a man, Robert Crabb, who was an eccentric living in Chesham, England, gave all his good to the poor and lived on dock leaves and grass. However, Carroll may have based his Mad Hatter character on a Theophilus Cater, not a hatter, but a furniture dealer who was known locally as the Mad Hatter, partly because he always wore a top hat, was eccentric, and produced wacky inventions.
Oh, look what Andrew said.
This phrase from its origin was used to describe those who were crazy and prone to unpredictable behavior. Most employees would staff a variety of ailments called the Hatter Shakes, which were speech problems, emotional instability, and hallucinations.
Hatter Shakes.
The top hat's origins go far before Alice in Wonderland, as these
where
are
the
most
Harlem
likely
Shake came
inspired
from.
by
The Harlem Shake came from the Hatter Shake. Sorry.
captains, which is a tall crowned hat from the late 1500s in northwestern Europe, worn by elites and their orphans. This is also known as the pilgrim hat. Why is it that all these pilgrims had top hats? It is said that they never really had a buckle on them, and even if they did, the buckle really didn't do anything. It's most likely a symbol or a reference. They actually didn't wear any buckles at all.
What about cowboy hats?
Why is...
You there?
Why is it when I put the buckle on my head, my pants keeps falling down? They couldn't figure out why. They were geniuses. These guys. That's why they call them buckleheads.
Mm-hmm.
No, go to Unveiled Minds, man. I'll be cracking jokes on these cats the whole time if I was doing these videos. I couldn't help it. I'm like, look at these silly, goofy ass looking motherfuckers, boy. If we had a time machine, I'd go back and pimp slap all these crazy motherfuckers. What the hell y'all doing? You know
They
what y'all
did
gonna
look
do to us in the
ridiculous,
future?
didn't
Y'all
they?
ridiculous. Take that
Y'all
shit off
wearing
your head. Put
pantyhose
it
and
on your
buckles on your
pants like a normal
hats.
person. You freaking
I
freak.
know you ain't get that blouse in the men's department. What
Yeah,
the
now that
hell?
I bet that blouses with
Game blouses.
game blouses.
Computer blue.
It's like, why the Themistocles do our pantaloons falleth on my head when I put the buckle upon thy head? I don't know, Beatrice. Shut the fuck up. We're gonna go
That
worship
video I
Satan.
sent you is like it's like 9 minutes long, but the first couple minutes is very interesting. Who sent it to me? Question the answer sent it to me, and it's a man. I think you might have sent me this one time, but it's a man who died 4 times, and he explains what he experienced when he died.
Ooh.
Clinically dead 4 times. This man. Thought that was very, very interesting. I sent it to you over in the Telegram. There's no way I can pull it up over here.
All right, let me see. Oops. Yeah, look for it. Keep playing
Is that in
this.
all these cartoons and depictions of pilgrims? Are they wearing a buckle? Perhaps it's a secret gesture? So these early
I've seen this video.
Capitanes
Yeah, I know this
inspired
guy.
the
I played this
crown
video
dark
before.
felt hats with wide brims that bursted in popularity during the leisure wear fashion during
who got
the
chickens?
1770s age of revolution.
Man, the internet connection is pissing me off. Keeps freezing my video like that. What would you say?
Who got the chickens, bro?
Oh, my neighbor. Yeah, chickens, rooster. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot that there. Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, every morning. I'm surprised you didn't hear him before. Usually people in the comments saying
Dude, the
yeah, sorry
rooster's
about that, y'all.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Nah,
choke him. I'm
that's
gonna
so
kill him one
cool.
day. Shut the fuck up.
I can't wait to have chickens, man.
Yeah, you gotta choke them when you get them. That's how you make them yours.
Kaylee chokes my chicken.
Oh, good. Somebody's got
In the 1780s, there came the juice wars, which were what the royal elite wore, and the origin of the three-piece suit, or what we call a business suit. These were then made for the capitans, or captains, who would wear these capotains, which had many designs, but were most likely still using mercury for the stiffening process.
Y'all want to watch it? Go over to mine.
yeah. There you go. Oh yeah, I have it. I also shared it on my True Earth Entertainment True Earth University on Facebook. Excuse me, True Earth Entertainment on YouTube, and I don't know. I haven't switched it the entertainment part on Facebook.
Maybe here I'll download it and I'll try to screen share this if you want me to. If you're having issues.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. That might probably be why my shit keeps freezing because I'm doing other shit in the background.
Here let me screen share it.
Mine Avell. Also, the channel Moon is one of my favorite. He doesn't go super deep into conspiracy. He more stays on the circuit of easy access topics, current events and shit. But he goes into real depth on them, and and always comes back to a relatively conspiratorial aspect of it, but more in a watered down way where it could be digested and monetized on YouTube. Moon, Moon, just Moon. He's got a moon face with an eye patch.
You actually want to take a break before we get into this other topic because this is going to spark a conversation. I know it is.
Okay,
and I need a refill on coffee.
Yes. Good idea, Lottie. Good idea.
Shout out to everyone being here. We got Hippie Shake, Mellow Mando, Walking Axel. I'm the Liz the Iron Maiden. Hippie Shake, thank you for dropping those links.
Yeah, Hippie.
To all these channels. Drop the Moon channel link and mine Unveiled. Thank you. We got Valley Parks, Rico Tinfoil Sombrero, my brother. I hope you are doing well. Hope your health is good. We love you here in the Melodome, FMX Radio. We got Ashley Claudio, much love. Nuba, much love, brother. Hope you're doing well. Who else we got? Keep scrolling back to the top every time someone comments. Andrew B, Nick, much love, much love. OTW News, much good love, brother. Yeah, good to see you. We got over on the Rock Fan, Cody hanging out over here. Dave S. And I can't see the kick or anything. Twitch. I don't know if anyone's over there, but much love to everyone being here. Wednesday morning with us, Chris and myself. FMX Radio, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. It will be right back. FMX Wednesday morning show.
If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it is.
Amidst dreams and codes, I stand at a crossroads. The rabbit hole beckons. My father's creation. His legacy. A realm we called Wonderland. A simulated reality. A game. But Wonderland is not the same. Pixels entwined with memories, both familiar and strange. When she's 10 feet tall. The Queen, hungry for more power over her world, has woven a treacherous web over Wonderland.
Do simulations hold the essence of existence, or are they mere reflections?
We were built to search the stars for you, Alice. Not only has she corrupted this world, she plans to trap me inside Wonderland. Forever. Do I reset Wonderland? Or can I mend it? Weaving back together fragments of my father's creation.
We could be together forever, Alice.
Because for me, Wonderland is not just a game. It's real.
To the True Earth simulation. We have been waiting for you. Please open your minds and prepare to experience FMX Radio.
going on, people? Alex Michael here, Conspiracy Music Guru. And you are listening to FMX Radio on Rockfin. Yeah, let's raise those vibrations. I told you so. I told you. Remember when I told you about 9/11? Remember when I told you about Building 7? Remember when I told you about the fluoride in the water? Yes, I did. Remember when I told you about the New World Order? Remember that? Remember when I told you about the chemtrails in the sky? Remember when I told you that NASA was full of lies? Remember when I told you about the ultra mind control? Well, I just want to say that I told you so.
It was Pindar.
Pindar,
ladies and gentlemen.
Zendar, Planet Alpha Centauri, or something.
Yeah.
Coming, aliens, reptilians coming, and they're gonna grab you with these awesome tunes. I, the reptilian conspiracy guru.
I want to respond to a couple comments that I've seen. Where was it? Who was it? It was Axel, Laura, Walking Axel, talking about don't feed your pets Purina. Talking about the dog food, the garbage dog food they have these days. You know what? That makes a lot of sense to me because I think about that a lot because I'm a dog lover. I got animals. And we make sure to get her the good stuff. I forgot which one it's called. But yeah, we're very aware not giving her Purina or any other crap. But when you think about it, dude, I'm only 36 years old, but it's not a long time here. But I don't remember our dogs when we were little dying or when they're older being loaded with tumors everywhere. Now it seems like when dogs get older and cats get older, they become riddled with these massive masses of like tumors all over their body, you know? And when you find out the garbage that's in this dog, oh my God. And you can literally apply that to the human stuff too, you know? It's like, but yeah, I was just thinking about that. I just wanted to shout that out. Cause yeah, you gotta be careful what you feed your dogs.
All right. Did you share the thing?
Oh yeah, I got it right here. I'll pull it up.
Yes. Rest or a break, which is okay to do. It's a deep, eternal rabbit hole, possibly. As deep as you're willing to allow it to go.
All right. Tell me if you can hear this. You hear that? You don't hear anything?
No, you trying to share the...
Hold on. Stupid ass shit.
I'm telling you, Restream messed. I don't know why they took away those features, bro. Edson.
Hold on.
BS.
There's a will, there's a way. I got this, dog.
I mean, I have it. I mean, like I said, I could probably...
Yeah, I got it right here.
If anything.
We'll do this. Tell me if you hear an echo. Mic check. Mic check. Echo, echo. Does the audience hear an echo?
Yeah.
All right. No echo then. Can't do that.
Okay. It's all right.
You're going to have to try and share it, bro. I sent it to you in Telegram.
Yeah. You see, I think it's going to be
like
the same thing for me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can share the window, but it won't share the audio, which is so stupid. Yeah,
you can't. What about adding source? Download it from Telegram.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do it that way, the long way. Yeah, give me 1 second, people. 1 second.
This is a good conversation, too, man.
Yeah,
we argued about it all damn night last night. But no, this man died a few times, and I didn't listen to the whole 9 minutes, just the first few minutes.
No, you don't remember? We played it last year. I found this video last year.
I thought I'd seen this before. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't sure, but it's always
it's relevant. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, I mean, after everything we was fighting about last night, it's definitely relevant.
Fighting.
Well, you know what I mean. Arguing. A good, healthy discourse.
That source. Where is it? There we go. Let's see if this will work.
So, Danian,
Yeah.
how many times have you died?
Well, I've been clinically dead 3 times, but I've had 4 experiences, what you would call near-death experiences.
And what did you learn through these near-death experiences?
That to even conceive that you're going to die is an insane thought. No one dies. It will never happen. And after being a hospice volunteer for more than 45 years and being with more than 2,000 people going from this world to the next, I can tell you conclusively that you will never die. And when that comes into your thought pattern as a place of value, then you start to really look at who you are and what greatness you can achieve in your life when you are going to be you forever. Because think of how long forever just got if you're never going to die.
How sure are you of what you just said?
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you brought this. That's what I was exactly saying last night. That's what I exactly was saying last night. I don't know why I feel so strongly about this and why I feel passionate about it, or if I wouldn't even bother to let it utter through my lips. But I've dealt with enough death. Maybe it's my own trauma, my own circumstances that's given me my own insight. And it doesn't matter if anybody can get on board or not, because like everybody else having their own real life experience and existence that's solidifying their belief system, so have I.
Right.
And for me, I truly believe I not only will see my ancestors and grandmothers again, that we've done this before. We've truly done this before. And if you believe and take this seriously, maybe we haven't took it as seriously the last lifetimes. Maybe we were still questioning it as we are now. Maybe we didn't have the internet the way in the manner that we do now to compare stories and evidences with other humans across the realm. And maybe we're at a point in time in history where it's unique and specifically designed and tailored just for us. And I love that thought. It makes it more personal with God, I think.
I'll say it again. After being dead more than 4 times, or struck by lightning and dead for 28 minutes, open heart surgery, brain surgery, open heart surgery. Those are near-death experiences except for the lightning strike. And then after open heart surgery, I had to be resuscitated 3 times. That's dead. No pulse, no respiration, no EKG. And after dying with thousands of people and studying death for now more than 45 years, unequivocally, without question, you will never die. And why? You are a great, powerful, and mighty spiritual being with dignity, direction, and purpose. So the only thing that can ever possibly go wrong in your life is you let something affect your dignity, which skews your direction and your purpose, and that's where every one of you are who thinks you're going to die. So get over it.
So what happens? You're struck by lightning, you die. You have cancer, you die. Whatever happens, you die. Tell us what happens immediately after that moment.
Okay, once again, nobody dies. What happens is your spiritual ethereal self releases from the meat sack.
The body.
And then you enter a level of consciousness like peeling an onion, taking away those layers and layers and letting go. And then you have relief, no pain. Remember, being struck by lightning, I was paralyzed, and the fire that came through the room burnt my eyes. I couldn't see. I lifted out of my paralyzed, on fire, burning body. I had no pain. I could see. I could look what's around me, acclimating, and then down a tunnel to a place of bright, brilliant, beautiful light with a silvery, shimmery essence to it that I could only describe using the word sensual. In the ethereal spiritual world, the sensual nature of you is what you permeate and feel. Your connection to the divine and the divine's connection to you. And then you have the single most important point. You have the panoramic life of you. the near-death experience. Everyone has a life review, book of judgment, the hall of records, all of this. This exists. You see your entire life pass before you in a 360-degree panorama. Watch yourself from a second-person point of view as though you were your own best friend. So you see how silly you are. And there's just a best friend, so you're not being judged. Then you literally become every person that you've ever encountered. And you feel the direct results between you and that person.
Dude, that's the egg story part. This is where, I hear when he's telling his experience, I hear different parts of versions of stories and happenings from, me just learning in general and listening to other people like this and many others, share their own tales, and it just seems to correlate over and over again. Wherever you are at consciously when you quote unquote die, whatever that is, I get it. On face value, they're not here anymore. But face value isn't what face value we're giving it value actually is. And probably giving it more aptitude than what's actually necessary if it's just simply a transition of your actual self, which it really seems to be way more likely that this is the matter of fact than the opposing alternative that we were gifted, which is a way lower vibrational excuse or storyline. Which why would we want that anyway? And why believe in something if you really want to believe in that? Then what you might as well believe in the better anyway. Because what's the point of going down the dark path and everything when you can enjoy things just as much as you would the positive way as you could the negative? But you've been gifted the negative. So therefore you've looked around, you attributed that storyline to the things that are happening, so therefore it's dark, it's scary, and unknown. Where
You see, I'm vibing with all of that, right? But I don't feel like we need to how do I say this without sounding some type of way? But we don't need to, like, I don't need to announce this Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior for this in order to happen to me. I think it goes way beyond any denominations that we've have available for us here. I think and again, they're all probably telling the same story, of good and evil and ascension and blah, blah, blah. But I'm definitely vibing with this whole concept right here. It takes me back to the loved ones I don't have here anymore because they didn't have necessarily any belief in Jesus or anything like that. So I don't see them burning in an internal lake of fire, and I think it's I don't know, man. It's rough. There's something else out there. And the unseen forces do guide what we see, it controls the scene.
I'll upload this video to my YouTube today, y'all, and I'll make it a little
I
bit
don't
more
know who this
theatrical.
is. This was sent to me on Telegram. So if anyone knows who this is or has a link to the channel, please drop it in the
I know
chat.
if you type in his name in TikTok, I know it'll come up. Dan and Brickley, 'cause that's how I found him last time. I looked him up, and he has books and shit. He wrote a book on how his experience and stuff. He takes it seriously, as everybody should take their life. But a lot of people would hear this bad story, especially with their lens of and perception of their experience, and look, and hear him be like, he's crazy. Well, he's stupid. Well, he obviously has brain damage from dying so many times. They'll justify it in their own reality to make it fit the one their belief says it's okay, where they feel comfortable at, and that's all. And that's all it's ever going to be. You can try to force somebody outside their comfort zone, no matter what the topic is, and we see what happens there. Very rarely do they get convinced by trying to be hostilely aggressive, and forcefully intrude your own view and perceptions of reality upon them, when their conscious might not necessarily be ready to attain that knowledge you're trying to force upon them.
Like, I feel my dead relatives with me.
Yeah, me too.
I
Oh,
feel it
absolutely.
many times,
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah, yeah.
those are like my guides.
Mhm.
They are my guardian angels. They are my go-to.
Oh, yeah. No, there's not a doubt in my mind that my grandmothers don't have giant angel wings on them right now. There's not a doubt in my mind about that, because they deserve that life, and they've already believed in it anyway. So why wouldn't God give them where their conscious was already vibing to? It just
Right.
makes it seems fair to me, and they deserve it. They're both wonderful women. One of them I never even heard her cuss a day in her life. So, very strong. Well, one of them very strong Christian. The other one was a Reiki master. So, who believed in Jesus, Buddha, and Muhammad. That's where I kind of get a lot of my open-mindedness from. Thank goodness from her. So yeah, there's not a doubt in my mind. If there's a heaven, they're definitely in it right now with many other great souls. I myself do not wish to go to a heaven or a hell. I want to do something else. I think God's gonna have something for me. People like me, they're waiting.
Depends how they describe heaven, right? I mean, there's many
Well,
interpretations.
even whoever they are, they can just keep it to themselves because I don't want to know their opinion.
Some people think heaven is like 72 virgins or 73 virgins or some shit.
Hey, I mean,
other people think it's like
do you know how much
worshiping
work
someone on golden roads.
72 virgins, like. Yeah, no, yeah, I would.
No, but I do think there could be an ascension process here. That
absolutely. Somebody said
even within this physical realm, there's this conscious ascension process.
We had a comment last night. I meant to touch on while we were speaking. Somebody asked us that question: do you think ascension is possible without the experience of death? And I say, yeah, absolutely. We hear stories.
I've experienced it. Ascension.
Wait, what are you saying ascension is?
What do you mean by it?
Well, ascension, like you actually can
ascending.
Ascending. You can ascend to a higher realm, without dying first.
When you say that, I think of ascending into a higher realm, like my level of consciousness is going from one dimension to the next. And I think based off things that have happened in my life here in this physical realm, yes, I have ascended consciously, emotionally, all of these things here in this physical realm.
No, okay.
I'm not talking about leaving my body and going somewhere else.
Yeah,
I haven't experienced that.
Yeah, that's what the question was about last night. That's what they were asking. They were asking, can we actually ascend? Not subliminally, like consciously without dying. And I want to say yes.
I don't think that.
Yeah, I want to say yes because you have people like
permanently?
Ezekiel and who was the other dude in the Bible? Wasn't
Enoch?
it Enoch himself? Neither of them had to die to ascend. And we believe, unless you want to pick and choose now in the stories and everything, it's been told. And that's just the biblical stories. There's other stories in India and Japan where the same things have happened to other humans throughout time, where they were able to ascend, go to a different, I guess like you said, dimension or place without having to physically, go through the experience of mortal death, And I want to say, yeah, because again, I believe in infinity. That means anything is possible. So you have to even open up to the idea that there's ways around death. If there wasn't, then why is the Illuminati trying so hard to find it? They obviously heard something we haven't, obviously, or they wouldn't be trying to spend vast amount of time and money and sacrificing innocent souls to achieve such a goal. I'm not saying that's the only way to do it. That's their method. They're evil. They're going to find evil methods of attaining their
finding
goals.
Shortcuts.
Right. But I believe there's, hidden holy Easter eggs where if you're divinely conscious enough and you're open-minded enough and willing to, go through a lot of loneliness, even in the path of righteousness, because a lot of people aren't going to vibe with what you're saying, because it potentially is going to be very unique to the individual. What will work for somebody might necessarily not work for the next person. So God will reach out to you if he knows. I feel, again, hypothetically speaking, I feel like the eternal creator, if he sees you on a particular unique route would get you in a way of a personal relationship with him, it will be unique unto you, and it will sound ridiculously crazy to the people you might share it with, even other people who think similar to you already, because again, it's tailored uniquely specific to your journey. And it's going to seem absurd to a few people because there could be some what others could say supernatural connotations that happen along your journey that again people won't be able to relate with because it sounds too extreme or fabulous or fantastic. But still, that's part of reality. It is what you make it, and it is what you ask for, especially where you allow your mind to stay at consistently.
Bill's here. What's up, Bill? Did Bill find you?
We were just talking about it. Yeah, he did. Yeah, we've been talking on Facebook.
Yeah, he said he was looking for you. He couldn't find you. Yeah, so what else? What else we got? What's going on this week?
Let's see, what is this week?
Any craziness in the world? What's
yeah,
happening?
always, you know. But I've been not allowing myself to go down that road unless humor's involved. That's why I've been following
Yeah,
my
that's what
man
I'm
Cal
talking about.
Williams.
Humor. Yeah. We gotta laugh at it, bro. If you don't laugh at it, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Because it's all a clown show. That's
right. You best believe God's the biggest jokester of all time, man. He created humor itself. Of course, he would make this where if you choose to view life in the lens of a comedian, everything's always hilarious. It's illogical here. We rationalize things, illogical things, because we want to be able to sleep well at night. But this whole realm is chaotic, at best, as far as we could tell. Even though God obviously knows the order out of this chaos, it's hard for us to see the forest through the trees sometimes.
Oh my God, dude, that's what I wanted to talk about. Okay. Political realm, just a little bit. Dude, Trump, I seen this clip where they introduced Trump. And it looked like a scene from wrestling, bro. They had music. He had an entrance with all these lights. People were cheering.
He has been in wrestling before.
You're right. He has, hasn't he? That was like a long time ago, right?
I used to watch it back in the 90s.
Was that the Attitude Era he was in there?
I want to say yeah. Yeah, he was young.
Was it that early?
It was like during like the X and the Wolf Packs and stuff.
But bro, it's a freaking clown show. Like, just watching this entrance, this is all for show, dude. And you're like, I think they want all these people to go for him, to root for him, and then they're just probably, not gonna have an election because of war or whatever the craziness going on in the world, or they're just propping him up because he was a good puppet. I mean, everything went down when he was in office, the whole, and I just feel like it's all a setup, dude. People got to really realize that. Like, come on, man. This guy is a joke, man. He got a comb over. Like, come on. It's a shit show.
Hey, man. Look what they did, though. They set him up for success, man. They gave us a senile, clone of a retard for the last,
right.
4 years. So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they set
it was an easy setup. Easy pickings. Hey, man, it's a great show. I'm loving this clown show. I just, I'm not going to be a part of it.
I'm not going to lie. He does make me laugh when he does his little speeches. He's funny. He'd be clowning on Biden.
All of them. So far, the only not funny one has been Obama. But since Bush Jr., it's just been a riot every time they're on stage. You never know what crazy, tomfoolery they're going to say next. Type of shenanigans our American president's going to get into.
I got something.
This president's son smokes crack, and it's giant news everywhere.
Let me send you this. These guys, this is hilarious. Bad lip reading. You ever watch that channel?
Yeah. I've seen them.
These are what these people are really saying in here. If you want to play it,
I gotta download it again.
Let me shout out the chat again. Unindoctrinated, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Mrs. Tribune, much love. Mother-in-law keeps bailing, just showing up. Going to be a great show when I get to actually do it. All right, Mrs. Tribune, looking forward to it. We got Hippie Shake, Walking Axel, Rico Tinfoil Sombrero, Benny Boy. Benny Boy said Trump and Vince McMahon used to stage stupid ringside fights for the crowds. Oh, yeah, Rico, hit me up, man. Dude, call me, text me, remind me, man. I'm so busy, I'd be forgetting shit. But I will definitely help you out. Definitely. Me and Chris. Next time, jump on the stream with us, Rico. We'll show you the ropes, bro. The very basic.
Jedi's? The ship's haunted.
Like your face. Ripper Podunk.
I'm buying a cow.
Sounds about right. Crinkly love stick.
Oh no.
You're fine. Danger glands. I found a tack in my flip-flop and now I'm suing. It tracks. Old man tycoon.
Remember, speak up. Tonight I'm partying. I have 4 stork eggs and a pony. You'll love it.
I'm not joining you. Ox cord?
Are there any snacks?
I think there's some raisins. Prince of Rare.
Enchanté.
I will off you. Cold person.
I'm freezing. Give me your blanket.
Queen of sneezing. The neck hurts? Go tell a friend. Domehead.
Everybody heard you.
Because they're supposed to. Shart in the forest. I love big arteries. Of course you do. Donk salt.
Chafrism.
Dank tissue.
I mean, everyone's different under their skins. Think about that.
I don't want to.
Cookie.
I am awesome. Oh, you're finished? Hobbit juice?
Hobbit
Get a moth again.
Something's wrong. Toe beans?
Toby.
If anyone has any more questions, I'm over it.
Captain Old cell phone.
A girl injured my heart thing.
Regret head.
I feel nothing.
Gator.
There was a hair in my coffee.
Woohoo! Flaw world.
I live in the friend zone.
Zoned. Vein guy.
You should see my car.
Stank suit.
Stinks.
Check out my frown. It's jumbled code.
Marvelous.
Wow,
The bee's unwashed knees.
Nah, it's just bee's knees. And can you mention that we changed it?
You just did. Chevy dude.
Penguins.
Good point. Sad euphoria. I'm not lonely. Sounds convincing. Latool. Don't care for Latool. Pink ghosting. I got plenty of guacamole in the business office. I'm starving. Cardigan of weird sin. Cardigan of weird sin?
Sorry.
I'd be sorry too.
Hilarious. Oh man.
Yeah, we like to have fun. It's okay.
That's what they're really saying. A bunch of gibberish.
Yeah, actually, there was more. That made more sense than the actual whatever the F they were saying. All right, well, yeah, do you start wrapping it up? Do I have to start getting?
Yeah, let's get up out of
for
here.
The daytime.
I got to print out some worksheets for the kids.
All right, shout everybody out one more last.
Yeah,
time.
much love. Rethink. Rethink Ashley Claudio, DN, Dr. Evils, Melomanda. They live sunglasses. Mr. Miyagi, much love. Unindoctrinated, Walk-in Axel. Tanya D, Valley Parks, Rico Tinfoil Sombrero. Mrs. Tribune, Benny Boy. Bunch of great people here. Much love to all of you. Nuba. What's up, Nuba? GG. Yeah, all of you and YouTube, thank you for being here. Over here on the Rockfin, much love, Cody. We got Bill Wheel, Kevin the Shill, NH Guy, bunch of great people. Dave S, thank you, Rockfin, Twitch, Kick, YouTube. This is FMX Radio, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Y'all have a fantastic week. Remember, what you think, you manifest. So, be conscious of it. Be conscious of it. Don't let yourself stay in any, unbecoming thoughts that you're thinking, So, can't be positive
set the tone,
all the
baby.
time. You can't be positive all the time, but you're not supposed to be. You're just supposed to work on the times when you're not positive. That's just as valid. So have a great, fantastic day, everyone. 10,000 blessings upon all your houses. Your boy, FMX in Austin. Love ya.
Peace and love.
The night will hold us close and the stars will guide us home. I've been waiting for this moment, we're finally alone. I turn to ask the question, so anxious, my thoughts. Your lips were soft like winter, in your passion, I was lost.
Yet in holding scientific research and discovery in respect, as we should, we must also be alert to the equal and opposite danger that public policy could itself become the captive of a scientific, technological elite.
We choose to go to the moon.
I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor and privilege for us to be here.
First question I was wondering, when are we going back to the moon?
It's taken us many years to open this door to useful cooperation in space between our two countries. And may I say, in signing off, here's to a soft landing.
All of them spin-offs of space technology. That's why Jimmy Carter from Georgia
and Gerald Ford from California agree.
Space technology has down-to-earth benefits for everyone.
America is going to space again, and we're going there to stay.
And next, for the new century, back to the moon, back to the future, and this time, back to stay.
That's a great dream. But that and our other dreams are clearly the natural extensions of the space program which began a generation ago.
Is to return to the moon by 2020 as the launching point for missions beyond. Beginning no later than 2008, using the Crew Exploration Vehicle, we will undertake extended human missions to the moon as early as 2015.
By the mid-2030s, I believe we can send humans to orbit Mars and return them safely to Earth. And a landing on Mars will follow. And I expect to be around to see it.